Artists always, for some reason, give up ownership of their masters because they want that check, but they don't understand that they're never going to recoup. The bigger the check you take, the more in debt you are with the record companies.
Today we are going to be watching some of the worst deals that people have signed in the music industry. Hopefully this can help us learn from the mistakes of others so that we can avoid making these mistakes ourselves. With that being said, let's get into it.
That's why we want to sign you. We're a major label and you've gained our attention by building an audience, creating a lot of buzz, and even one of your songs has gone viral. Oh wow, this is the moment that every musician dreams of. A major label wants to sign me? How much are you offering? $2 million. $2 million? I can't even conceptualize having that much money at once. Well, you won't be getting all of that money up front at once. You'll be getting paid out over time for every album you complete after you complete it. How many albums will I have to complete in my contract? 6. 6 albums, that's a lot, but one album every 2 years, that comes out to be about $100,000 to $200,000 a year, plus album sales and streaming money. That's a livable wage. Well, you won't be getting any money from album sales or streams. What? Yeah, we will own the masters to your music, and that $2 million isn't a salary, it's an advance, so that'll just go into the budget of all your records and then be considered recoupable funds. So I'll use that money to make the albums and live off of? Correct. And then I'll have to pay it back with album sales? That's correct. So it's kind of just like a loan? Yeah, that's correct. But I'm already building my audience, creating buzz, and going viral without a label.
Yeah, so those advances sound good until you really do the math. 6 albums? Like we talked about before, some major artists haven't even made 6 albums, let alone 5 albums, let alone 4 albums in their entire career. So signing a deal this long is extremely risky because it's based on output, but you actually have to have the permission of the label in order to even release those albums. And you've probably heard those label horror stories where an artist makes an entire album, gives it to their label, and then their label says, you can't drop this, we don't want to drop this, and then the artist has to scrap their album or just gets shelved. And then the worst part about that is then the artist isn't able to fulfill their contractual obligation for the album because the label won't let them release the album. It's just a lot.
If a record label sees you as an artist, get to a point where you make $300,000, okay, we'll give you a $2 million record deal, but this $2 million record deal just ate up the next $14 million that you make over the next 7 years.
You have to pay all that back, essentially?
Yes, it's a huge loan. So let's say you get a $3 million deal. 1.5 of that is an advance, 1.5 is for marketing. 1.5 that they give to you to go in your pocket, you got your lawyer expenses, all the expenses of whatever you had to get that deal accomplished. Then now you get your money.
Yeah.
That money is for you to live off of and manage and stretch out until you recoup whatever the amount of money that you rack up from the record label investing into you. And it's another 1.5, which is their ceiling where they know we're not gonna go over this budget. 9 times out of 10, when you start using the record label services, you're gonna exceed that record label budget by far. You already signed within the $3 million amount, so you might do half of that deal. You drop 2 of the albums, they're doing kind of well. We could project the numbers and see it's gonna kind of come back, but it might not come back. But we'll give you another advance right now, but we still adding on another marketing advance. So therefore you get another $500,000, another $300,000. That's another $1 million that you owe back.
That's a crazy business.
Yeah, so that's how they get you. They'll keep adding money onto your advance and then you just owe them more money back. And just because you have an agreed upon budget in the contract doesn't mean that the label or you won't incur more expenses over that amount. And that just ends up being more money that you owe to the label. So you may have gotten a $1.5 million advance, but you still have to recoup for the marketing budget and anything else on top of that.
Artists always, for some reason, give up ownership of their masters because they want that check, but they don't understand that they're never going to recoup. The bigger the check you take, the more in debt you are with the record company. So a lot of artists, they'll tell you they want to be independent, they'll tell you they want to be entrepreneurs, they'll tell you they're smart, but they're really not. Most artists are just very quick to take the money off the table and they'll sell their rights and they'll settle for a royalty. Yeah. But if I'm advising you, I would tell you to never sell your rights. I would tell you to stay independent as long as you can so you could basically write the terms you want and pretty much write your own deal.
This is a great video to end on, and the point that he's making is the larger your advance equals the more money that you owe to the label. Building your own career up independently gives you more leverage and experience, and once you get enough leverage, you can sign an even better deal if you want to. So that'll be it for the video. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe, and also leave a comment below with what your thoughts are on these deals. or if you have any other personal experience or any questions that you have for me as an artist as well. I'm always here. I want to be able to support you guys and educate. That's the goal of these videos, is to educate. So I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next one.